Rogers. Chris Emmett and Mike Newman. Karen and Dusty Bin. And the 3-2-1 girl.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening. Good evening, everybody, and welcome once again to the game show that you just can't forget because, well, let's face it, it's so easy. Try it with me. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Go on. It's as simple as ABC. Sorry, YTV. I'm no fool. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again. You know, our show has everything. It really has. It's a contest of the questions and suggestions, and your winnings are in cash and kind. And as usual, our audience come from all walks of life. We've got some very interesting people here tonight. Here we have, in fact, a strong man. He tears telephone directories in half. He's not really a strong man, he's a vandal. And just here, we've got a party in from the Holloway Caged Bird Society. They're women convicts. And over here, we got an instructor who specialises in ladies teaching them to drive. You know, he gives them a crash course. And also, we got a party of people in tonight, the moonlighters. Now, you know what moonlighters are, don't you? Yes. What are they? Them that what? No, that's people who make booze you're thinking about. No. Moonlighters are people who've got two jobs. You know, they work during the day and they need a bit more money, so they work again at night. We've got a man from a joke shop who's also a crook. We've got a naval rating who's a warder, a fellow who bakes bread and forges banknotes. There's another chap who bursts pipes and plays the drums. We've got a barrel maker who's also a spy, a trawler captain and he poses, a frogman chauffeur, a stevedore who does disco dancing, and a policeman lumberjack. That's a prankster gangster, a sailor jailer, a baker faker, a plumber drummer, a cooper snooper, a skipper stripper, a diver driver, a docker rocker, and a copper chopper. And ladies and gentlemen, here's lovely Karen Palmer, who also doubles as a gorgeous hostess and a bin keeper. That's a duty cutie and a dusty trusty. Now, how is he? He looks a bit upset this week. Has he been crying?
He has, yes. He's just found out he's going to be replaced by one of those black polythene bags.
Well, who knows? Don't be so sorry for him. If he gets one tonight, they take home a brand new dustbin. Just remember that. So, Karen, take him away.
Okay.
We'll see the pair of you a bit later on. Okay. Right. We're all set to go, ladies and gentlemen, and so are the most important people on our show, as always, our contestants. And will you please say hello to them right now?
This is Regine and Michael Clark from Hatfield near Doncaster. They have a baby daughter aged 6 months.
My couple are Carol and Brian Hughes from Pentwyn near Cardiff. They have 2 children, a little girl of 4 and a little boy of 1.
My couple are Susan and John McLaughlin from Plymouth in Devon. Their family consists of 2 boys aged 4 and 2.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Patsy. Yes, that's not an easy one to say, is it? Susan and John McLaughlin. John, did I get that right?
That's right, Ted.
Near enough for jazz. And you're from where?
Plymouth.
Plymouth, I see. And you're a representative. What exactly do you sell?
Pharmaceuticals, medicines.
I hope you don't sell to my doctor. He's terrible, you know. I went to see him the other day. I said, look, doctor, help me, please. I said, I've got green spots before my eyes, my nose is red, and my ears itch. What do I do? He said, I don't know. What do you do? That's the sort of guy I've got. And hobbies. You do good hobbies. What do you do? Skydiving, eh?
Yes, that's right, yes.
How long have you been doing that?
Nearly 3 years.
Really? And how many jumps would you have made?
I'm waiting for my 100th to come up.
We got a lovely clean audience in here tonight. That really must take a bit of doing. I've got to be fair. Have you always wanted to do it, or was it one of those things that just suddenly happened?
I think it probably suddenly happened, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Right. Gosh. Now, what about you, Sue? What do you do? Lots of hobbies you have? What do you have?
Knitting and reading.
Knitting and reading?
Yes.
And
I'm hoping to sort of join an aqua club.
You also want to do the skin diving?
Yes.
Oh, good. Well, good luck to the pair of you. We'll get on with our quiz straight away. The lady with the questions this week, lovely Jenny Leyland. How are you, Jenny? All right? You look a bit tan. It's fantastic. Where have you been?
Oh, the West Indies.
Was it hot?
Unbearable. It was 85 degrees in the shade.
Well, how did you manage?
Oh, easy. We moved into the sun.
Should have asked, should I? Thanks very much, Jenny. Okay. Right, okay, as you know, you play for £10 a point in the first round, so we don't give you one to start with in the first round. We also like you to answer alternately, and that's ladies first, okay, Sue? Now, in the first round, there's 3 ways you can be stopped. If you make a mistake, repeat an answer, or if the time runs out, that's when you'll hear from one of our comic commentators this week, Mike Newman.
I'm keeping sheep now, you know. Well, I've got to keep sheep lot to get all this wool. I met a fella in the bar last night. He said to me, how many sheep have you got? Well, I said, I don't know, really. By the time I've counted to 15, I fall asleep.
OK, so don't forget, £10 for each correct answer. Good luck to you in the first round. We want the names of fruit eaten in this country which contain pips. We'll give you an example, grapes, but you must not use grapes, all right? So names of fruit eaten in this country which contain pips, now.
Apples.
Oranges.
Plums.
Now then, fruit. There's a big lump of a fella walks into a fruit merchant. He said, I'd like half a grapefruit, please. And the woman walked into the back to her husband. She said, there's a big ignorant yob outside. He wants half a grapefruit. But she didn't realize the fella had walked in and was standing behind her. And she says, oh, this gentleman here will have the other half.
Yes. Mistake there, John. You said plum, right?
That's right, Ted.
Yeah, plum is a stone. It's not a pip. So how did they score then, Jenny?
Well, John and Sue have scored 2, which is £20.
£20. Early on. It's early days. Here we've got Carol and Brian, and you're from down there in the Cardiff, is that right?
That's right.
Lovely. Now, what about your job? Does sound unusual. What do you do?
I'm a building services design engineer.
And what does that mean? What do you do?
Well, I design building services for buildings ranging from office blocks to freestanding public conveniences.
Oh, freestanding ones?
That's right.
Oh, so you don't design for the ladies? And listen, your hobbies are swimming and making beer.
Well, we try, yeah.
Well, not at the same time, surely.
No.
Some of the beer I've had lately, it's best to swim in it, honestly. What about you? I say, what do you do then, Carol? Any interesting hobbies?
Well, I like badminton as well, and I'm into winemaking at the moment.
Winemaking?
My new thing, yeah.
And badminton? Well, you could do those together, couldn't you? You could get a shuttlecock Burns port. That'll be all right. He makes beer, you make wine. No wonder you build those freestanding conveniences. You need them with all that, right? OK, let's get on with the questions. Can we have them, please, Jenny? Right. You've been playing for £10 for each correct answer. Only a 10 to beat at the moment, but it's still very early days for everybody. Your question is this. We want the names given to various ways of cooking and serving potatoes. Now, we'll give you an example, cream potatoes, but you must not use that. So names given to various ways of cooking and serving potatoes. Now.
Chips.
Roast potatoes,
Sauté potatoes.
boiled potatoes,
Mashed potatoes.
crisp potatoes,
French fried potatoes.
potatoes Lorraine.
I took a taxi up from the station here tonight, you know, and I'm in the back, and we come to the red lights, and this fella goes straight to the red lights. I said, what are you doing? He says, my brother, he always does that. We get to the next traffic lights, they're red. He goes straight through. I said, what are you doing? He says, my brother, he always does that. We get to the next lights, they're green. He stops. I said, what are you doing? He said, my brother, he might be coming the other way.
That's lovely. It's the first time I've ever heard that joke. That's great, that. Well, I'm afraid we ran out of time there. We've got to find out exactly how they do. How they do, Jan?
Well, Brian and Carol have scored 7, which is £70.
£70 you got. Yeah. Well done. Okay. And here we have Michael and Regine Clark. Now, this is very interesting how these two met. Would you tell them? Please, Michael, tell everybody how you met.
Well, my wife was over in England as a French assistant in a school to perfect her English, and through another chap who was in the school where I was working, who'd been in the same university as her, he arranged a blind date in Goul.
And they all Goul, it all happened for you,
It
eh?
all happened in Goul.
And where are you from in France, Regine?
Near Nancy.
Nancy.
Lorraine.
Where?
Lorraine.
Lorraine.
It's a province
I'm still no
there.
further ahead of you. Where is that near? Anywhere special?
Near Luxembourg.
Oh, Luxembourg.
Yes.
Oh, really? Well, that's great. Can you help me? I'm not too good when it comes to French words. Do you know what the French is for you know what you can do with your lamb? Jenny? Thank you. All right, what do we have here? We've got John and Susan on 20. We've got Carol and Brian on 70. Here's your first set of questions for £10 for each correct answer. We want the names of puddings commonly made and eaten in this country. Puddings which a basic ingredient is milk, all right? We'll give you an example, ground rice pudding, but you must not use that. So puddings commonly made and eaten in this country, puddings which a basic ingredient is milk. Now.
Semolina.
Egg custard pudding.
Yogurt.
Spotted dick.
Milk oats all stuck again. Milk puddings. I was talking to our milkman yesterday, actually. I said, and where are you from? He said, I'm from North Pakistan. I thought, my God, you've got a big round.
Well, I'm afraid, Regina Michael, you made a mistake there. You said spotted dick. And with that name, it's got to be a mistake, right? No, apparently our adjudicator says it has milk in it, but not enough as a basic ingredient. So how did they score, Jenny?
Well, Mike and Regina scored 3, which is £30.
So, at the end of the first round, what do we have? We've got Susan and John on £20. We've got the couple number 3, that's Regina Michael, on £30. But in the lead at the moment, couple number 2, Carol and Brian, £70. Thank you, Jenny. It's not over. It's a long way to go yet, and this is the more difficult round. So John and Susan, for £20 for each correct answer, good luck to you. Now, the rules are slightly different in this round, as you know. We still want you to answer alternately. I ask you the questions individually. If you don't know an answer, say don't know. I'll go on to your partner with the next question. And it's best, if you really don't know, to say don't know, because that time is more valuable than the questions, if you know what I mean. 2 ways you can be stopped this time. Make a mistake, or if you run out of time, good luck. This question is about sporting terms. We will give you the term. We want you to say the sport it's used in. Now, épée is a term in fencing, so that's the one we'll start you with for free this time. Épée is a term for...
Fencing.
Number 2, deuce.
Tennis.
Number 3, stone.
Don't know.
Number 4, shuttlecock or shuttle.
Badminton.
Number 5, duck.
Golf.
Sporting terms, well, I don't know. I played football when I was a kid, actually. I remember our team captain, he said to me, you know what he said? I want you to mark the centre forward, so I did. I bit him.
But John and Susan, there was a mistake there. You said duck was in golf. It's not. Of course, it's in cricket. And you didn't know one stone. That was curling. So, Jenny, how did they score?
Well, John and Sue have scored 3, which is £60.
You got £60. We've got Brian and Carol here on £70 for each correct answer, so can we please have their questions? Thank you, Jenny. OK. They really do seal these down. I don't think they want to get them out. Mind you, they're that hard. They want to, should keep them, right? This question is about location of world-famous tourist attractions. We'll give you the name of the attraction. We want you to give us the town or city it's in. Now, the Golden Gate Bridge is in San Francisco, so that's the one we'll start you with. The Golden Gate Bridge is in...
San Francisco.
Number 2, the Colosseum.
Rome.
Number 3, the statue of the Little Mermaid.
Copenhagen.
Number 4, the Kremlin.
Moscow.
Number 5, the Parthenon.
Athens.
Number 6, the Empire State Building.
Don't know.
Number 7, the Rialto Bridge.
Don't know.
Number 8, the Jefferson Memorial.
Don't know.
Number 9, the Eiffel Tower.
Paris.
Number 10, the Atomium.
I went on my holidays. I went on my holidays last year. I went to Venice. It was flooded. And then I went to the Jerusalem. I've always wanted to see the Wailing Wall, you know, and I couldn't get near it for Leeds United supporters.
I want to see you outside tonight. Well, Brian and Carol, you ran out of time there. There was 3 you didn't know. The Empire State Building is in New York, the Rialto Bridge is in Venice, and the Jefferson Memorial, Washington. So, Jenny, how'd they score?
Well, Brian and Carol have scored 6, which is £420.
£420. A lot. OK. That's a lot of money, right? OK, we've got Michael and Regine here on £30. Now then, let's have a look. £30 for each correct answer. The question is about pop records that have been high in the charts in this country. We'll give you the name of the record. We want you to give us the person or group who made the recording. Now, the song Waterloo was sung by ABBA, so we'll start you with that one. Waterloo and...
ABBA.
2, Goldfinger.
Shirley Bassey.
3, I Want to Hold Your Hand.
Beatles.
4, Stranger on the Shore.
Don't know.
5, Space Oddity.
Don't know.
6, Puppet on a String.
Don't know.
7, For Once in My Life.
Don't know.
8, Mull of Kintyre.
I think I've knitted in the wire. I made a record. It's number 11 in the Irish top 10. No, I did. I made a record. I made a record once. I actually sang in a church choir, I sang in a church choir for 5 years, and 400 people changed their religion.
Well, Michael and Regine, you ran out of time, unfortunately. There were 5 you didn't know there. Stranger on the Shore was Acker-Bilk. Space Oddity was David Bowie. Puppet on a String was Sandy Shaw. Yes, now you know. For Once in My Life was Stevie Wonder. Now you know that, right? But Mull of Kintyre, you were out of time. Of course, that was Wings. So, Jenny, how'd they score?
Well, Mike and Regine have scored 3, which is £90.
£90. So, what do we have at the end of the quiz? We got couple number 1, Susan and John, on £60. Couple number 3, Michael and Regine, on £90. But the winners of the quiz this week, couple number 2, Carol and Brian, £420. Unfortunately, John and Susan, it's a shame we've got to say goodbye to you right now. It was that early one in the first round, the stone. I thought you said it, but it was Susan that said it. Never mind. Don't argue about it. You've got your money there, £60 and your ceramic dusty bin.
Thank you.
They're really gold dust to get a hold of one of those, believe me. It's been lovely having you on the show.
Okay.
Thanks for coming. Weren't they nice, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you. Right. Okay, folks, we're off just for a couple of minutes to sell some stuff. We'll be back soon on 3, 2, 1. See you in a couple of minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, where we're about to play the elimination game. As you can see, both of our couples have got prop noses on. Give the Concorde a bit of a complex, that would, wouldn't it? They also have a deportment board, because the theme of the show this week is the Victorian era, and the game is about deportment, okay? They also have a chair with a bowl with ping-pong balls in it. Now, 10 feet away, they have another pedestal with another bowl, and the object is this. On the first whistle, girls, you sit down on the chair. Fellows, you load the balls onto the noses. They have to carry them over there and drop them into the bowl. Now, go back, sit down again if you drop one, okay? If you drop one, get straight back and load up again. Second whistle, change places with your partner. Fellas, you sit down. Girls, load the balls. You carry them over and drop them in. Third whistle, stop. We'll add up the scores. Naturally, with the one with the most in the bowl, goes through to part 3, where all the big prizes are waiting, all right? So if you'd like to get to your places, would you? You know where you have to go? That's right. Take those off. Good luck to you. Deportment boards at the ready. Karen is here with a whistle. Are you all set? Right. Good luck to you. 3, 2, 1. Oops, back you go. Change places with your partners. Fellas, you sit down. Girls, you start to load up. Oh, just missed. come back and get rid of those hoosers. I'm sure you can't wait to get those off, can you? Right, let's see. You're out of breath there. How did they do? How did your couple do, Murray?
Regine and Michael got 6.
They got a 6. Well, down to your couple, Annie. How did they do?
Well, Carol and Brian scored 7.
7 by 1. Oh, gee, 7. Great. That's what I like about the couples on our program, ladies and gentlemen. When they lose, they still sail with. Well done to the people who go through. Congratulations, you're going through with a chance to win one of our big prizes. And we do have to say goodbye to you, Regine. Yeah. And Michael, there's your money you won in the quiz, which was how much? £90. £90, your ceramic dusty bin, your leather photo frame, of course, and the photograph has been taken of you during the show. It'll be at your home pretty soon, all right?
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Michael, take care. Give them a round of applause, folks. Thank you, Regine. Bye-bye. You're on that corner there, and if you'd like to go around the other side there, Brian, that's it. Get in there nice and tight so we can get a good picture of the pair of you, all right? Well, you know what happens here, I'm sure, by now, don't you? We've got 5 sketches for you to see, and we've got 5 prizes, 4 terrific prizes. Have we got a motor car on the show this week? That's up to you to try and figure out. You know we've got Dusty Bin on the programme, right? Yeah. You know what you get if you win him? What is it?
Dustbin.
That's right, 1 dustbin. Do you need one?
Can we just say that we just moved into our house and we haven't got a dustbin?
Oh, really? Well,
we're desperate.
I should feel terrible if you win it tonight after that. However, as I say, we're going to have 5 sketches for to see. At the end of each sketch, one of our characters will come over and leave an object and read a rhyme, of course, which is a clue. When you have 3 on the table, I'll ask you to reject 1. When you rejected 4, the 1 remaining determines the prize you take home with you. Right. Our first sketch, as I say, the theme is the Victorian age. Those memorable years from 1837 to 1901, when Britain was ruled by a great lady along with her consort, Albert. Victoria and Albert. Who will ever remember that wonderful catchphrase of theirs? We are not a museum. I think that's what they said. Anyway, there were some interesting people around that time, you know. We had Florence Nightingale, the lady with a lamp, Britain's first female miner. Then there was the fellow who invented gravy powder, Robert Browning. But Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, none of his literary characters stood out more than Sherlock Holmes.
What was that noise?
Sounded like gunshots.
No, Your Highness, it couldn't be gunfire with all these people asleep. Mr. Sherlock Holmes?
Hello.
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 Hello?
How lucky that you should arrive, Mr. Holmes.
Luck? It is not a question of luck, dear lady. Your Highness, remember to whom you are talking to. Whom? The world-renowned private detective, public nuisance, and cousin of the famous Dr. Bernardo Holmes. Allow me to introduce my assistant, Dr. Watkinson.
But I thought your assistant was Dr. Watson.
Yes, he was, but he has decided to devote his life to saving fallen women.
He only needs 1 more for the set.
Did you hear the shots?
I did, sir. They came from this house.
But how did you know that?
Because the front door is painted yellow.
I don't understand.
A lemon entry, dear Watkinson.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's the only one I could think of.
It's terrible that such a thing should happen here. The carpets are brand new.
Do you suspect foul play?
Gunshots, screams, and 6 people lying senseless? What else could it be?
A Rangers and Celtic match? How many shots did you hear?
6.
6?
18 shots and only 7 dead. The murderer must be short-sighted.
There are only 6 dead.
You're forgetting the footman.
He's not dead.
But Mr. Holmes doesn't make mistakes, Mrs. Langtry. Do you, Holmes?
Never.
But I'm alive.
7, I think you'll find.
Jack, what are you leaving as the clue? That's the...
Well, they are potato chips, I believe, Ted. Yes.
That's the clue. Lovely to see you, Jack Smith, isn't it?
Nice to be.
Quite a time since we've seen you on the box. I mean, we all remember you, of course, from Love Thy Neighbour and For the Love of Ada.
Yeah, a few years ago now.
How many of those did you do?
We did, in fact, 2 years with Love Thy Neighbour and about 4 years with... Love Thy Neighbour, 4 years, 2 years with For the Love of Ada.
Really?
Yeah.
And, of course, in Love Thy Neighbour, you played Eddie Booth.
I did, yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
I mean, and you had the Reynolds next door to you, right?
We did, yes.
Now, it couldn't have been as bad. It couldn't, could it? Wasn't as bad as
No. The only thing was, Ted, that if you went next door to borrow a cup of sugar, it was always Demerara.
Thank you very much. Have you got a rhyme for Brian and Carol, please, Jack?
Get the bins on first, Eddie.
Oh, you've got to put them in.
Age is catching up now, I'm afraid. There you see. Sit at the wheel, there may be a race. You're in on the deal, we've saved you a place.
Now then, what do you reckon, Brian? Any idea, Carol?
A meal, some sort of meal. But you go somewhere for a meal.
Yeah. Oh, really? That's what you think of this? Well, the prizes are usually a bit more expensive than that, but if that's what you say, we'll see what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Smethurst.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. You really think it could be a meal?
A meal somewhere nice.
Oh, I see, like outer space,
yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Like America.
Okay. Oh, really? They don't want much, they're right? We're going to have another sketch. You know, in Victorian times, the world first heard of Mrs. Beeton. You know, Mrs. Beeton wasn't a woman who had been hit that by her husband. Not at all, no. The lady behind the famous cookbook she was. And what else was happening at that time? We had Balaclava. Lord Cardigan was saying, look, I'm looking here after the Crimea. And back in London, Sir Robert Peel was looking after the crime there, because he was one of the police chiefs, right? That's it. There were many fashionable parties at that time, like the one we shall see now.
Is there a reason for this lavish occasion, Your Highness?
Your beauty would be reason enough, dear Mrs. Langtry. But you're blushing. I fear I embarrass you.
No, you're standing on my foot.
Dear Mrs. Langtry, what can I do to make amends?
Try getting off. Are we to be graced by the presence of the Queen this evening?
Yes, indeed. Just arriving, I believe.
Mr. Oscar Wilde.
Near enough.
Your High Royalness, how honored you must be. Seems like a nice boy.
You haven't met Oscar, Mrs. Langtry. Oscar, Mrs. Lily Langtry.
Ah. How nice to meet bosom friends.
Oscar's noted for his epigrams. They do say he's one of the wittiest men in London.
Oh, what a pity we're in Brighton. But do let me hear one of your epigrams, Mr. Wilde.
But of course. Here lies the bones of an Oxford Don. His stallion stopped, but he went on. And then I wrote, there was a young man named Hardwick. By a cricket ball was struck. 3 words appeared in the tombstone. Hardwick, hard ball, hard luck.
I said epigrams, not epitaphs, dear Oscar.
Begging your pardon, Your Royalness. Hello, Oscar.
Who's that?
Whistler. I wonder why Her Majesty has invited us all here this evening.
Your Royal Highness, ladies and gentlemen, Her Majesty, the Queen.
Edward, Prime Minister, Mrs. Langtry, Mr. Wilde, we have some very grave news for you all.
What is it, ma'am?
It's off.
Off?
Yes, they're doing a Forsyte saga instead.
My dear Ted, how nice to see you.
Now we all know.
Look at the state of me, Ted. If my poor mother could see me now, she'd turn over in the pub.
Okay, Mike, what is the
Listen,
clue?
I'm leaving this rather attractive champagne glass, my friends.
Oh, really?
There we are.
Champagne
Brian
glass?
and Carol. And this is the rhyme. This prize should take the Oscar. You will be wild about this clue. You'll need it going to Tosca, though opera may not be you.
Now then.
Now
Any
then,
idea yet?
the plot thickens.
It does indeed. Mike Newman,
See you
ladies
then.
and gentlemen. Cheers, Mike.
Thank
God
you,
bless.
Ted.
Take care.
I think we changed our mind about this one. This could be trip to Monte Carlo.
Why do you think that?
Chips,
Yeah.
wheel,
Uh-huh.
spin.
Well, what about any other gambling place? That's
Las
not the only
Vegas.
place.
Yeah.
Oh, really? So he started off as a restaurant meal, right?
Yeah.
Now he's going to Monte Carlo and Las Vegas. That's not bad. Have you any idea about this one? Well,
Trip to
Glasses,
France. Something.
yeah.
let's forge ahead because then you'll have to make up your minds after the next one's on the table. You know, when Victoria reigned, the British Empire covered a quarter of the world's surface. The Union Jack flew over every continent and our navy was unbeatable. Now the only thing we're top of is the Inflation League. The song then sounded great, like it does now. It did wonders for everyone. And here, giving full voice to A Tale of Woe, is one of those charming Victorian entertainers.
I'm so fond of music. Do, re, mi, fa, so. I take my harp with me wherever I go. The fellows all call me the Queen of the May. But when I start to sing to them, swiftly they say, oh, oh. Touch the harp gently, my pretty Louise, pretty Louise, pretty Louise. Do what you like, don't sing if you please. Touch the harp gently, oh, pretty Louise. On my wedding night, I did feel so shy. I sat in a chair and I cast down my eye. It's 2 in the morning, my Archibald said. You can sit up all night, dear, but I'm going to bed. Oh. So, touch the harp gently, my pretty Louise, pretty Louise, pretty Louise. If I'm asleep, don't wake me if you please. Touch the harp gently, my pretty Louise.
Wonderful, madam, absolutely wonderful. And what are you leaving as the clue? Oh, the oil can? I must say, I thought that was a terrific song. And I love those funny faces you pulled. I thought they were great.
Would you like me to pull a really funny face?
Would you? OK, Sheila, it's delightful to have you here. Have you got the rhyme there for these people here?
Yes. Hang on to this. It's going for a song. And though you need oil, you won't go far wrong.
Now then, this is make your mind up time, isn't it? It really is. Ladies and gentlemen, lovely Sheila Steeple. Well, any idea what that could be?
Well, it would appear from the first instant it's a car, oil with a car. You can't go very far without without oil in a car.
Well, this is rejection time. I can read you the glass, which Mike Newman brought in, or the potato chips, which Jack Smithers brought in. Which would you like to hear?
Well, I think we've got a good idea about this one.
Can we hear the glass?
The
The glass again? Yes.
Yeah.
Came from sketch number 2. Mike said, this prize should take the Oscar. You will be wild about this clue. You'll need it going to Tosca, though opera may not be you. So, one has to go right now. Which one's it going to be?
You mean that one?
Really?
Yeah.
You reckon so, Carol?
Yeah, we're in agreement for once.
All right, that's good. Nice to see that. OK, you're rejecting the champagne glass, which Mike brought in. This prize should take the Oscar. You will be wild about this clue. You'll need it going to Tosca, though opera may not be you. So, well, if you went to opera, what would you need? Well, if you were sitting at the back, you need opera glasses. But if opera were to your taste, we sure this would be, because you've just rejected a trolley complete with a set of traditional glassware. Antique. Look at this. Beautiful. that would be only part of the bit, of course, because each glass, there's a set of 6 for each of the glasses. I think you agree it's a terrific prize. Yeah. Well over £1,000 worth there, I can tell you that. Could you have done with it?
Yeah, we
did. Oh dear, always after it's gone. Stay there for a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in a couple of minutes. See you on 3, 2, 1. More prizes soon. And the bit. Part 3, where Brian and Carol from Cardiff have just rejected some fantastic glassware, but we've got more prizes to come. Back for another sketch. You know, in Victorian times, the girls were pretty, the men were dashing, and the cabs were handsome. Everyone was very prim and proper, and the lack of courtesy was frowned upon. You know, even Lord Kitchener was told it was rude to point. Remember him? No, you don't, neither do I. Too young. Life was very, very strict, you know. Very strict, and for some, nothing seemed to go right.
Here, Lucy, what on earth do you call that?
Well, it's a pigeon pie, isn't it, Cook?
Oh, sometimes, my girl, I despair of you.
What's wrong with it?
Well, you haven't cooked it long enough, have you?
Cook, Mr. Hudson wants to speak to all the staff urgently. He's on his way down now.
Right, all of you, drop everything. No, Lucy, just stand in the line.
I have some very grave news for the household. As you know, there is a war being waged by this great nation on foreign shores.
What's yours, Mr. Hudson?
All sharing. Will you be quiet? In a war, everyone has to make sacrifices. And this household has been called upon to make the ultimate sacrifice.
We're not going over to the BBC, are we, sir?
Not quite as bad as that. The master has today received a telegram from the War Office. The young master.
Oh, Mr. Hudson, say it isn't true.
There, Cook, there. We must be strong. The young master will not be returning from the war.
Oh, I shan't believe it. He was so young and handsome.
I shall keep his boots shining than ever, as a tribute to the finest young man what I've ever known.
Oh, Mr. Hudson, of all the flowers of English manhood, why is it the young master who won't be returning?
Because the cowardly little swine refused to go. Dotty the Duff domestic.
Listen, Dotty, what have you got for the clue?
I tell you what I'm leaving. I'm leaving you an egg timer.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
And what does the rhyme say, Chris?
The rhyme is, keep your fingers crossed and don't be alarmed. Soon you'll be in clover. It may have been slow, but wherever you go, you'll hear it ticking over.
Now then, Brian, you've been pretty cool so far. What do you think that could be?
They all sound like cars.
Yeah. Plus, we've got 5 on. You never know your luck. Thanks a lot. Chris Emmett, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers, Chris. Well, as Chris has just read you that, I can read the potato chips again, or, of course, the oil can. Which would you like to hear?
I think the oil
You hear the oil can again? Yeah. The oil can, of course, it came with Sheila Stiefel. Hang on to this. It's going for a song, and though you need oil, you won't go far wrong. What do you think it is?
No.
What's too obvious then, Brian? What do you think?
Those two could both be cars.
Yeah?
We think we know what that one is.
Yeah, you said
so
that
we
before.
keep that. We try and get rid of the dusty bin first.
Uh-huh. So what's going to go?
One of these two.
Can we toss it?
What do you reckon?
Kill you.
Go kill him, Carol. Okay. Yes? What about it, Carol? Is he going to go?
Well, if he says he's the boss.
He's always the boss, all right? Okay, hang on to this. It's going for a song. You're rejecting the oil can. And though you need oil, you won't go far wrong. What do you think it might be?
I hope it's the bin.
We know you hope it's the bin. We said use plenty of oil, and of course, here is the oil can. But we weren't talking about the car, unfortunately. Nor was the can dusty bin. You've rejected this magnificent Victorian oil painting. Now look at this. How about this? Now then, could you have done with that?
Oh, I bet it's worth a
Well,
fortune.
Doesn't suit our decor at all.
well, never mind suiting the decor, it's worth a lot of money. I'll tell you, that really goes up with interest, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like houses, it gains all the time. Worth a lot of money, but it's fabulous oil painting. It's been rejected. Hooray, it's got to go. Take it away. Thank you very much. All right, let's come back. Okay, we've got one more to go now, and then we're down to the final three. This is a very last sketch coming up, so start watching. Now, what was happening outside Britain during the Victorian years? Well, politically in America, there was a man called Abraham Lincoln who was just being noticed. He spoke out for a government of the people, by the people, for the people. And they shot him. And in Austria, Sigmund Freud was making a name for himself. He discovered the root cause of all man's sex problems, women. Sorry. Okay, we're going to return to one of those posh homes to see more goings-on amongst the rich folk.
Right, Hudson? Everybody here?
All the male staff are here, as you ordered, sir.
Good. Now, I've got you here because I want to discuss a very serious state of affairs indeed.
If it's about the sherry, sir, I can explain.
It's not about the sherry, Hudson. What about the sherry, Hudson?
Nothing, sir, nothing at all.
Yes. Now, the fact of the matter is, you all know that young chambermaid, Rose, don't you?
Oh, Rose! Oh,
that will do. That will do. I want to ask you some questions, and I brought my good friend the vicar here to witness the proceedings.
Delighted, delighted. Anything I can do to help.
Yes. Thank you, vicar. Now, the fact of the matter is, young Rose is expecting a baby.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, back in time. None of that nonsense. As I was saying, young Rose is expecting a baby, which has brought to light a very odd state of affairs in this house. Yeah, if this is embarrassing you, dear.
I think I'll stay, dear.
Yes, quite. Well, as I was saying, young Rose is expecting a baby, and it appears that somebody has been creeping down to the female servants' quarters and
what, dear?
And I'm not embarrassing you, am I?
Not yet, not yet. No, no. Pray continue.
Yes. Well, this man has been creeping down to the girls' rooms and
what, dear?
kissing them.
Kissing them?
And things.
And things, dear?
You know what I mean, they're things.
I don't think I remember.
Yes, quite. Well, I've got to find out who the binder is.
Are you saying that he visited all the girls in this way?
A different room in turn every night, apparently. Going on for some months.
The lucky devil.
Well, surely the girls must know who it is.
Ah, yes. Now, you see, that's where the fellow is very crafty, because he creeps into the room when the lights are off, has his evil way with them, and then he creeps away again as stealthily as he arrived. But the night before last, the binder went too far.
Too far, Sir Henry?
Yes. He managed to get into my wife's room. Isn't that right, dear?
Oh, yes, dear.
Yes. Anyway, I have now managed to trap him.
Oh, that is good news, sir. How?
Well, you see, when he visits the females under my roof, he always has a glass of water before he leaves.
He deserves a large brandy.
Well, last night, I got a special draft from the chemist, and I put it into every drinking jug in the female servants' quarters. Now, this is a delayed action, an extra strong sleeping draft, which should be about taking effect now.
Once again, the lovely Anna. Now, what are you leaving for the clue?
The sleeping draft.
Sleeping draft, right?
Okay.
Incidentally, good luck with the cabaret. I know you're going to the cabaret very soon.
Yes, I am.
You're going to become a turn instead of a la-di-da. That's what Felix says, anyway.
Love
okay, what does the rhyme say?
Poor old vicar has been knocked for 6.
for that there's no doubt. Upstairs, downstairs, in your lady's chamber, it's bound to be found out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, they think they've got you taped straight away. That's nice, isn't
I hope
it?
you're right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Anna Dawson. Thank you, Anna. Well, so you just heard that. I can read the potato chips again. Jack Smith has brought that in, or Chris brought the egg timer. Which one would you like to hear?
The egg timer, I think, is
The egg timer.
Yes, all right, the egg timer. Chris said, keep your fingers crossed and don't be alarmed. Soon you'll be in clover. It may have been slow, but wherever you go, you'll hear it ticking over. So, oh dear. You still think you know what that is, don't you?
Yes.
What do you think it is?
It's the gaming chips. Go for a spin on the wheel.
Yes, you thought that was Vegas and Monte Carlo, yes. And what do you reckon that is? You reckon
I
that's
think
the
that should have been because the master of the house was kept saying binder, bounder, so there's an I and an N.
No, it's because there's a draft when you go to the jet spin.
Oh, is there? well, not when you go in the middle of the summer, it's pretty good. So you're going to get rid of it?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Definitely. Oh, they're unanimous about that. OK, you're going to reject the sleeping draft. Poor old Vicar has been knocked for 6. For that, there's no doubt. Upstairs, downstairs, in your lady's chamber, it's bound to be found out. Right. OK. Let's hope that we say here. It says, well, what are the Roman letters for 6? You know?
V and a 1.
V and a 1 or an I. V and I. Well, we'll take VI from Vicar. What's left?
Car.
Wait a minute, we were tricky there, because who on this show would be found out? You've done it, you've rejected Dusty Ben. Yeah! Oh, look at that, they're so thrilled.
Goodbye.
One day, his day will come, but it's not this day, is it? Well done, Annie, he's been rejected. Off you go, Dusty. Brian, Carol, back to the table, come on. Well done. Now then, you've got rid of the bin, you're in promised land, you're going to go home with a good prize tonight. Have we got a car on the show? I can read both of them. As you've kept with this one all the way, Jack Smethurst said, sit at the wheel, there may be a race, you're in on a deal, we've saved you a place. So, still think that's what you thought it was?
Yeah, definitely. On an ideal.
You do? And the egg timer from Chris, keep your fingers crossed. Don't be alarmed. Soon you'll be in clover. It may have been slow, but wherever you go, you'll hear it ticking over.
We'll reject the two.
Yes? Yep. Any idea what it could be?
Well, I know what I hope it's going to be.
You've got to have hope, right? OK, you're rejecting the potato chips, which, if you were right, could have been quite a good deal, huh? Sit at the wheel. Well, did you think that might be a car? Not really. You thought it was a holiday all the way along. Well, we said you'd be in on a deal. And right from the beginning, you were right, because it was a chip, wheel, deal, and chip. And in fact, you were absolutely right. You've rejected 2 weeks in Monte Carlo. Have a look at this. Look. OK, it's been rejected, so this is the prize you're taking home with you tonight. Chris, keep your fingers crossed, and you certainly are, right? Don't be alarmed. Soon you'll be in clover. It may have been slow, but wherever you go, you'll hear it ticking over. Well, what could be slow in Victorian times that ticks over? Well, did you think the egg timer was a clue for a clock? It could have been.
Clock,
huh?
yeah. I said a Victorian clock.
Right. Well, can you think of anything else with timing that used to go slow and ticks over? You won tonight's star prize, the car. Round to this side. Yes, you've done it. My goodness, what about that? Yet another one goes, huh? There she's crying there, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't this lovely? Fantastic. Well done, the pair of you. Well, there you go. Right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, fabulous people on our show, and it knocks me out to see a man cry, never mind a lady. They've been a marvellous couple. They've really worked hard during the show. We hope we have you back with us next week. More prizes and surprises. 3, 2, 1. Good night, everyone. Take care.